All right, everyone, we welcome you to the campus of Greater Lawrence Technical School here in Andover, Massachusetts for this afternoon's coverage of the 2026 MIAA Division III Boys Basketball State Tournament. Today, it's the Elite Eight as the 13th-seeded Norwell Clippers take on the 12th-seeded Greater Lawrence Tech Reggies. We thank you for joining us on any of our feeds, Norwell Spotlight TV and my broadcasting YouTube channel. Keegan Hamblett on commentary. Matt Carpenter is the man running the camera. On both sides had very interesting Sweet 16s, to say the least. Greater Lawrence was on the road for their Sweet 16 contest against the number 5 seed and absolutely dominated play. 60-38 was the final score in that one. Norwell survived. That's probably the best way we could put that one. And their Sweet 16 at Swampscott with a game-winning buzzer beater just in front of half court by Nick Fine. Starting lineups for both sides: Matt Adams, Keegan O'Hare, Nick Fine, Jack Lucarelli, and Charlie Williams will get the nod for the Clippers. Albert Diaz, Zayden Gokechia will be the leaders for the starting lineups for the Reggies today. And on the tip for them is going to be Carlos Quezada. Javian Rodriguez will receive it first, and this game's underway. Marion Lopes out there to start for the Reggies as well. The Clippers in their road blues, the Reggies in their home beige uniforms. This is Diaz looking to go in the paint, and it's taken away here by the Clippers. Going up the court is Keegan O'Hare, who's going to hold it up. No go back up top to Matt Adams. Adams having some trouble right along the midcourt line. Heavy contact, and that ball will go out of bounds. It'll stay with Norwell with 23 seconds on the shot clock. On the inbound will be O'Hare, the senior guard and team captain. Lucarelli, the Norwell quarterback, will go to the left side. This is Williams with the ball. Williams defended by Quezada. O'Hare looks to go short. Lucarelli trying to make a move. Lucarelli punched away, 5 seconds to shoot. This is Fine with it. Fine backing up with 2. Fine didn't get the shot up. And they're going to say shot clock violation before the travel was called. It's going to be Reggie's ball. You can see on the other side a whole bunch of students supporting Greater Lawrence Tech today, making all the noise here in the building. Norwell had a fan bus that came to the game. A lot of students on the right side of us. Rodriguez goes left, swung around the horn. Gokechia. Diaz will pull for 3 off the rim, and the rebound will be grabbed by Williams. Brought ahead by O'Hare. O'Hare trapped. Gets it away to Adams. Battle of the fives, Lopes defending him. Lucarelli back to Williams here. Good pass down low. Lucarelli trying to go to work, but it's Fine controlling. Shot clock already down to 10 again. Fine driving in right side, kicks it out. Williams left side, and misconnection on the pass. Adams was the closest one to it. Lucarelli was in the corner, but it's another turnover for the Clippers. Rodriguez will go right. Diaz over to Lopes. Lopes driving in. A tough shot up off the glass, no good. And Williams has got it for his second rebound early on. 2 minutes into this one, still scoreless in the Elite Eight. Williams, another bad pass. And that time the intended target was Nick Fine. And a timeout is called early on by Coach John Willis in the Norwell Clippers. We'll take it 2 with 5:58 to go in the first. Back inside Greater Lawrence Technical School in a scoreless game, with the clock now set at 5:53 to go in the first quarter. It's going to be Reggie's ball with Diaz inbounding. And he'll go short to Lopes to take this one up the court. Marion Lopes goes to the corner. Gokechia. Nice drive to the cup, no good. And Lucarelli goes up high, and we got our first foul of the game. First foul will go against the Reggies, and it's going against Javian Rodriguez. It's the senior guard O'Hare on the inbound, and he goes quickly to Adams. Adams trying to push it up ahead quickly. Lucarelli gathers it 1 foot inside the arc. Adams back to Lucarelli again. Lucarelli driving into the paint, and he lost the ball. Diaz stepping up the other way, and a foul is going to be called against O'Hare. This is a Greater Lawrence Tech side, one of the best defensive teams in Division III. The state tournament run, they are averaging on defense, only giving up 33.5 points a game. They gave up 29 in their round of 32, and they gave up 38 in their Sweet 16 game. Diaz up top, fakes the pass, will take the three, and he's got it. First points of the game will go to Albert Diaz, and Greater Lawrence strikes first. Just over 3 minutes into this one, here's O'Hare. O'Hare has to get that ball away, he goes to Fine. Fine working his way in the left corner, steps back, Lucarelli in control. Lucarelli working 1-on-2. O'Hare fakes it, will step back at the free throw line, and he can't get it to fall. Occhecchio with the rebound. 3-1, Norwell controls the boards early on. Lopes dish it off to the left side, and the layup is going to fall for Carlos Quezada. Adams right to O'Hare, leaves it for Fine. Fine, a nice spin move, edge of the paint. Fine goes up with it, and he can't get the friendly bounce. Pushed ahead quickly, Rodriguez with the counter, and a foul is going to be called. They're going to get it against Lucarelli. Had to have been on the initial body contact because the block was clean. Two free throws here for Javian Rodriguez, the sophomore. Very sophomore-heavy lineup here for the Reggies. They only got 3 seniors, 1 junior on their roster. The rest is consisted of 9 sophomores and 2 freshmen. Rodriguez goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. First of the game, Dioner Leonardo will sub in. O'Hare will go right, and a foul called against Occhecchio. That's 2 fouls apiece for either side. Elion Alvarez now subbing in for the Reggies, who will replace Zainab Occhecchio. O'Hare will go to Adams. Adams brings it over midcourt, the bounce pass to Lucarelli. O'Hare fakes it to Adams, now wants to leave it off for somebody. Nobody's coming over, didn't use his dribble, he'll take it now. Defending him is Diaz. Had to get it away quickly, here's Fine. Norwell trailing by 7, Fine fakes the 3, had Williams. Shot clock again running low, it's at 7, Williams on the drive, no good. Offensive rebound, Lucarelli will put it up and in. First points of the game go to the junior forward, Jack Lucarelli. Alvarez receives the motion from third-year head coach Stevie Martinez. Diaz to Quezada. Quezada kicks it out. Driving baseline is Alvarez. Alvarez the bounce pass. Swung around, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. Leonardo tried to dish it on back over to the left wing side to Lopes. Andover now comes in for Greater Lawrence. 2:57 to go in the first quarter, 7-2. The 12th-seeded Reggies with the lead over the 13th-seeded Clippers. That was a nice cut. Quick basket. Lucarelli got it to go. 4 straight points for the Clippers, make it a 1-possession game again. Alvarez will direct traffic this time. Alvarez the bounce pass. That's a 3 in the corner, and it rattles in. How about that? Albert Diaz, he's up to 6. Lead back to 6. Adams pressured hard by Andover. Adams going right at him. Everybody's on their feet here inside the gym. Fine working right side. Fine, driving in, and it got tipped as he was trying to make the pass to Adams, and it's saved by Diaz. Lucarelli with the bat up in the air, and Adams gets it back for the Clippers. Lucarelli will go up top. O'Hare wants a three, and he can't get a three. Bounces a couple times off the rim. And Quezada's got the rebound. That one hung up there forever on a whole bunch of bounces. Leonardo back to Alvarez. Alvarez up top. Leonardo receives it again, driving in. Good passes all the way around. That's Andover who can't hit the three. That one's saved as flying over to the side was Leonardo, but it's picked up by Norwell. Just under a minute and a half to go. O'Hare with the ball. O'Hare over to Charlie Williams, who wants a three. Can't get the triple. Rebound Alvarez. 5-4 now with the Reggies controlling the rebounds. Andover to the corner he goes. Another three up from Diaz. He's got it. Diaz. It's been his quarter. Lead back to 9 for the Reggies. Adams is tripped up by Alvarez, and they get the foul. Be a fresh 35 here on the shot clock. It'll be about a 13.7 second difference. First sub in for Norwell. Brett Amarazino will sub out Keegan O'Hare. Adams wanted it. That was a nice pass back to Lucarelli. Lucarelli harassed, still working with the ball. Adams fakes the three. Driving in, contact, nothing called. Rebound Andover. And the shot clock is off. Greater Lawrence Tech can hold for the final shot. Diaz. Lopes goes back up top. Rodriguez receives it once again from Andover. Here's Marian Lopes with 10 seconds. Lopes wants a screen set by Rodriguez, and he finds himself open for three. Short. Rebound Williams, and there's a foul. That was the last foul to give in the quarter. 2.9 on the clock. And O'Hare's going to check back into the game to replace Amarazino, the senior guard. Whole bunch of upperclassmen on this Norwell roster. One freshman, one sophomore. The exceptions with Adams and Woodland. 2.9 here on the game clock. It is the football pass, and it never connected with anybody, and they say it got deflected, but it is going to be Greater Lawrence Tech ball. The referee coming over to talk with head coach Stevie Martinez. Fired up, and Coach Willis coming over. I'm telling you, these Reggies players and coaches, they have got to get themselves under control. So I guess they ruled that there wasn't a deflection. The clock stays at 2.9. The inbound is going to come along the baseline. Now a kid just tried to run out onto the court. Here we go, Marian Lopes to inbound the ball here for the Reggies. He goes up top, Gokechia has to put one up at the buzzer, well short, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. 13-4, Greater Lawrence at home with the lead over Norwell. Albert Diaz, it was his quarter with 9 points. Gokechia had 2 rebounds, led the way for the Reggies. For the Norwell side, all 4 points came from Jack Lucarelli, and he's got 2 boards to boot. Charlie Williams with the other 3 rebounds. Let's take a short break and we'll be right back. Back inside Greater Lawrence Technical School here in Andover, Massachusetts. As we're about ready to start the second quarter. This afternoon's 2026 MIAA Division III boys basketball state quarterfinal matchup between the Greater Lawrence Tech Reggies and the Norwell Clippers. 13-4 is the score through 8 minutes of play. The Reggies with the home lead. Greater Lawrence Tech overall on the season is 16-7. Norwell overall 16-6. We thank you once again for joining us on any of our feeds. We're on Norwell Spotlight TV and my broadcasting YouTube channel. Keegan Hamblett on commentary, Matt Carpenter running the camera. Norwell's ball here to start out quarter number 2. Amarazino will be on the inbound. Wanted to go to Adams. Lucarelli was there as well. And Fine helped redeflect it off of Gakechia. Nat Adams with the Clippers down by 9. Williams tried to set a pick. Adams trapped again. Tried to go up top. Here's Lucarelli, right wing side. Lucarelli driving into the paint. Lucarelli, no good, but a travel called. He wanted the pivot, but they didn't give it to him. Here's Diaz going to the left side to Lopes, and they'll get it over midcourt to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Lopes, swung around, Diaz to the corner, driving in, Gakechia, who leaves it in the paint, and the floater's up and good by Quezada. 15-4, Reggies with the lead, 7:25 to go in the second quarter. Adams away to the left to Amarazino. Amarazino, a nice ankle breaker, steps into a 3, no good. And they'll just let that one go out of bounds. Marion Lopes was the closest one to it. Lopes into the middle. Diaz into the corner. 3-pointer's up, and it's good again. Javian Rodriguez, they can't stop this 3-point shooting from the Reggies. And another timeout is called by the Clippers. A 14-point lead here at home. We'll be back. Back out of the timeout here inside Greater Lawrence Tech. Everything going well for them, everything but for Norwell. 18-4 is the score, just over 9 minutes into this game. But we know this Norwell side, the second half is their specialty. They got to cut this deficit just a little bit in the next 6:56. It's O'Hare on the inbound. And he'll go to Lucarelli. Lucarelli, the last time we were with you on Norwell Spotlight TV, 65-yard quarterback keeper touchdown in the state championship, which was a 28-14 loss against Fairhaven. Williams trying to back his way in. Williams will kick it out to Adams. Adams defended by Lopes. 12 seconds to shoot. Amarazino, the bounce pass. Got it between the legs. Williams on the ground over to Lucarelli. Lucarelli on the hop step. He saves it from going out of bounds. The shot is up and good. It's an and one. Second foul called against Gokechia. Alvarez comes back into the game for Gokechia. Lucarelli looking to complete the 3-point play, and he does. Elion Alvarez, the bounce pass back for Rodriguez. Alvarez receives it again, loose on the ground, and it's picked up by Adams. O'Hare starting up, wants to pull for 3. He got it! Keegan O'Hare on the score sheet, just like that. Out of the timeout, 6 straight points for the Clippers. Driving the other way is Lopes, who leaves it in the corner. Rodriguez up top. Diaz fakes the 3, over to Rodriguez. A Lopes triple, falls down. Marion Lopes is on the score sheet, lead back to 11. Adams dribbling up high. Didn't get the carry call that Martinez wanted. Lucarelli on the left. Lucarelli trying to back his way in on Alvarez. Another 3 up, no good that time. Back iron by O'Hare. Reverse layup, way overshot. Williams got the rebound, but he lost the ball. Triple once again, back iron, and Williams will let it go out of play. Nick Fine back into the game for Brett Amarazino. 2 subs in for Greater Lawrence. Vega and Leonardo. Lucarelli will control the inbound. Lucarelli pushing it up. Top of the arc. Deflected off of O'Hare and picked up once again by the Reggies and Leonardo. Cole McGuire now out there for Norwell as well. A nice fake on the layup, and missing it that time was Kazada. O'Hare the board. That's what they get after they miss the nudge foul call on the other side. Adams circling his way right by midcourt. The bounce pass, Lucarelli. Down by 11, looking to make it a 9-point game. He can't, but there's a foul, so he'll get a second chance. Gonna call it against Alvarez, which will be his second. Lucarelli, one of two junior team captains on this Norwell Clippers side, along with Charlie Williams. He'll make the first. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Hanover and Medfield. That game coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Lucarelli can't go 2 for 2. Now on the board that time, fresh into the game is Lorius. Lopes working his way in on O'Hare. Lopes falling down, got the shot to go. And a turnover on the inbound by O'Hare, and it's going to be Reggies' ball yet again. Alvarez looking to go quick, has to just throw it up top to Lopes. Lopes left side. This is Leonardo working with it. Leonardo back out to Lopes. Will take the three. Can't get the friendly bounce. And the ball is batted and falls into the hands of Fine. First rebound of the game for him. O'Hare pushes it up halfway through the second quarter. 23-11. Greater Lawrence with the lead over Norwell. Lucarelli pulls for three. Short, but he gets the bounce in. Jack Lucarelli up to 11 points, makes it a 9-point game again. Rodriguez going to come back into the game for Greater Lawrence at the next whistle. Lopes trying to get by McGuire. Now it's Alvarez backing up. Alvarez goes right into the paint. Vega lost the ball, and it's out of bounds off of him last. Here comes Charlie Williams back in for Norwell as well. Diaz going to sub in for the Reggies too. O'Hare tried to go right side and still going to be with the Clippers. It went off of Albert Diaz. All his 9 points came in the first quarter. That one just thrown up the court, and getting it on a bounce is going to be Cole McGuire. McGuire with the pass over. This is Fine for three. No. Leonardo up top to Rodriguez. So we're approaching 3 minutes to go in the second. 23-14 the score. Javian Rodriguez wants to find space, driving in the paint. Got the bounce pass away, and it's blocked. Out of bounds by Cole McGuire, the junior center. Lucarelli coming back into the game here for Norwell. Kazada, who started this game well with the Marion Lopes, will back in for the Reggies. 13 seconds on the shot clock here. Rodriguez goes short into the middle. Shot's no good. There's a foul. Leonardo went up with it. Foul is against Nick Fine. Leonardo at the stripe for two. And the first one in and out, and it won't go back in. Leonardo looking to get his first point of the game, and he can't. He goes 0 for 2. Williams with the rebound. Adams, nice crossover move. Adams driving in to the cup for the deuce. Matt Adams on the score sheet. It's a 7-point game. Here's Lopes trying to receive a screen, getting by Adams. Lopes kicks it out to the corner, but he's able to save it. As it went off of Diaz. Reverse layup will go for Lopes. Lucarelli gets it back along the sideline, pushes it ahead. Lucarelli, one of the three, now holding it up. Had O'Hare, but's going to go to Fine. Fine driving in. Fine still working with the ball off the glass and in. The Norwell offense finally starting to come to life here in the second quarter. Leonardo, defended by Lucarelli. Leonardo pulls up inside, in and out. Rebound Williams. Adams goes right to Fine. The lone freshman, Matt Adams. Lucarelli to Williams back. Adams trying to loft it up, and it wouldn't fall for Lucarelli. It's taken over by Rodriguez with a buck and a half to go in half number one. Lopes sets up for a three, knocks it down. Marian Lopes, first player in double digits in scoring for the Reggies with 10, and it's a 10-point lead. O'Hare quickly on the counter. Fine. We're going to create space and another turnover. Diaz picks it up. Lopes. Driving in, Amari and Lopes. The dish down low. Short on the layup was Quezada, and Williams has another rebound. Nearly another turnover. Diaz got a hand as he was trying to step in front of Fine. Got about a 4-second difference here between shot clock and game clock as O'Hare will go in the backcourt to Adams. Adams, pressured again by Rodriguez. Adams has to get it away, look to find Williams, and it's stolen by Quezada. Once again, the Reggies can hold for the final shot. Lopes will direct traffic with 10. Lopes got to do something quick with 5, with 4, with 3. Gets by Adams into the corner. Leonardo at the buzzer. No good. That'll take us to halftime. 28-18 is the score with 16 minutes to go in regulation. Greater Lawrence with the lead over Norwell. We'll take a short break and we'll be back for second half momentarily. 28-18 is the score as we resume play, about to start the second half. And it's going to be Greater Lawrence ball to start out with Diaz on the inbound. Once again, the Reggies, their home beige uniforms, the Clippers in their road blues. Here's Lopes. We'll go to the right side, Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes up top. Quezada. Rodriguez dishes it nicely into the paint, and a foul called against the Clippers. Foul is called against Matt Adams. That's his first. Nobody in foul trouble on the Clippers side. Everybody's got 1. Alvarez and Gokechia each have 2 for the Reggies. Amarian Lopes at the stripe for a pair.
Go blue! Go blue!
First one will bounce in. Two for 2, and it's a 12-point lead for the Reggies. There's O'Hare who will leave it for Adams. Adams pushing it up. Leaves it for Lucarelli, who will go to Williams. O'Hare back to Fine. Fine. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Faked it to Adams. Fine driving in. Trying to get by Lopes. Nice fake, and he fell down to the ground. Didn't get the shot in. Rebound Quezada. Javian Rodriguez now stepping over midcourt. Rodriguez left side. Faking the 3 is Diaz. Rodriguez trying to get by O'Hare. Spin move and a travel called. Adams is fouled off to the side by Marian Lopes. Just a reminder to all of our audiences, because Norwell Spotlight TV is in a co-collaboration with Harbor Media, we're also going to have coverage of Hingham Boys Ice Hockey Final Four tomorrow against Pope Francis. That's going to be a good one. Matt Carpenter will be back on camera. I'll be back on the call for that one. Here's Lucarelli. Gets it away into the middle to Charlie Williams. Williams will work up top. The big guy working his way into the paint. Williams stripped of the ball by Cazada. Lopes will pick it up. Rodriguez goes into the corner. Three is up by Diaz, off the mark. Ball batted, and grabbing it is O'Hare. Good spin move by Williams. Williams cross court. Fine for three. No good. Lopes at the edge of the Reggies logo. Diaz will go up top. Cazada. Just love going around the horn with this ball movement. Rodriguez right side. Gokechia driving in. Gokechia high arcing shot will be out of bounds. Sub coming in here for the Norwell Clippers. It's a sophomore, Connor Woodland, with his first appearance of the afternoon. Will replace Nick Fine. Adams controls the inbound with 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Out of bounds off of the Reggies. It'll stay Norwell ball. No reset on the shot clock, as there was never full control by Diaz. O'Hare will go to Adams. Adams defended by Lopes, working dangerously at midcourt, now stepping up and misconnected on the pass with O'Hare. And another timeout is going to be used by Norwell and John Willis. They are down to 2 left in the game. They're down by 12 with 5.5 to go in the third. Here we go, back out of the timeout in a 30-18 Elite Eight contest between Greater Lawrence and Norwell. So glad you could join us here on our tape delay feeds on Norwell Spotlight TV and on my broadcasting YouTube channel. Keegan Hamblett on commentary, Matt Carpenter running the camera. For both teams, the scoring has been split up by 4 players, all of which started this game. No bench points for either side yet. Marian Lopes will bring it up. Terrific atmosphere that we've had here in Andover. Sellout crowd. Gokechia will leave it. Driving in now, Rodriguez into the corner. Cazada 3, in and out. Lucarelli trying to go up high, but Diaz will come away with it. Diaz will leave it for Lopes. Right up on him is Woodland. Lopes received a nice pick by Cazada. Lopes falling away, no good. Rebound Williams, they got to get him going. He's not on the score sheet yet in this one. Adams. Now working up top is Woodland. Woodland stepping back. Woodland, crossover into the paint. Woodland, got to get it away quickly, and it's a 3-second violation. This Reggie side is just locking up the Clippers all game long. Lopes will inbound on the right side to Gokechia. Lopes gets it right back over to Diaz. Just a connection with the 3 guys. That's why you practice a 3-man weave. Lopes to Rodriguez. Diaz wants a 3 over Adams. Can't get it. Up in the air, another offensive board by Gokechia. And a timeout is called by Greater Lawrence Tech. That is their first of the game. With 4:13 to go in the third quarter, we'll take another short break. Back out of the timeout here in Andover, where it's been a 12-point game for a couple of minutes now. This Norwell offense has got to get something going quickly. Jack Lucarelli with 11 points. He's got the most. The next closest is Keegan O'Hare with 3. On the inbound will be Albert Diaz, who's got 9 points of his own. And he's going to go in the backcourt to Lopes. Leads the way in scoring overall in this game with 12. Rodriguez a 3. Can't hit. Up in the air. Lucarelli trying to get a bat. And it's going to fall right all the way to Diaz, who is just in front of the midcourt line. Diaz to Rodriguez, the bounce pass back. Goes over to Lopes. Defended by Adams. High pass over. Rodriguez driving baseline. Got by Woodland. And a tough shot up. And the rebound is grabbed by Williams. Woodland picked by Williams. Woodland will fake it to O'Hare. O'Hare receives it back. Diaz on him. Another nice screen by Lucarelli, receives it 1 foot inside the arc. Lucarelli trying to get in. Lucarelli working his way to the cup. No good. Ball batted, taken over by Rodriguez. First rebound of the game. Rodriguez got a nudge on Williams, and the cutting man will score. It's Gokechia. Adams leaves it for Woodland. Woodland, nice dribbling exhibition. Woodland still going to work a spin move. Woodland was on a pivot foot and he draws the foul. Foul is called against Albert Diaz, which will be his first. Sophomore guard Connor Woodland are going to get the first bench points of the game from either side, and he does with that first make. Fine and Leonardo are back into the game. Woodland will go 2 for 2. 32-20 with 2:46 to go in the third. Diaz, defended by Adams, will go right wing side. Leonardo to the corner. Leonardo receives it again, over to Lopes. Lopes defended by Lucarelli, receives a screen from Cazada. A three-pointer's up by Leonardo, and he buries it. Triple from downtown, that's their first bench points. There's Adams, leaves it for Woodland. Woodland over to Williams, who has not scored in this game. Hop step in, couldn't get it up. He got whacked in the face and they didn't call it. Lopes with his third rebound. Gokechia. This is Diaz. Oh my goodness. Albert Diaz. They're just making it rain right now. It's an 18-point lead. Gets blocked out of bounds. It'll stay over there on the right baseline with the Clippers. Fine wanted to go short. Has to get it up quickly or else it's going to be 5 seconds. Adams with a nice reach. Didn't secure until the feet were down already in the backcourt. That's why they didn't get the violation on him. Adams circling it. Goes to Woodland and a foul called. With the second foul against Diaz. Two subs coming into the game. Andover has already been in, as well as Alvarez and Vega. Woodland will go to Adams on the inbound. Under a minute and a half to go. Adams driving in, layup won't go, and Lucarelli is going to get called for the foul. He was trying to go up to snag that ball. That'll be his second. Leonardo trying to get by Woodland into the corner. Alvarez hold it up on Fine. Leonardo left side. This is Vega with it. Vega move on Lucarelli. Vega blocked off to the side by Lucarelli. Leonardo. Got 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Leonardo working his way on Lucarelli. Back into the corner. Vega on the drive. Vega back right side. Cazada, no. Lucarelli with the rebound. 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Adams wants it back to Lucarelli. Lucarelli, post move. High shot, no. Rebound Vega. Seven seconds for Leonardo to go to work. And they'll go to Vega. Vega driving in with three. Vega the hop step knocked away. Williams back to Fine. He did it the last game, and he's going to be short on the attempt all the way down the court. 8 minutes to go. It's an 18-point lead for the Greater Lawrence Tech Reggies. Looking to go to the Final Four in Division III. We'll be right back. Back inside Greater Lawrence Technical School in Andover. We're about ready to start the fourth quarter. During that last time out, Charlie Williams was helped off of the court, not putting any pressure on one of his legs. Looks like a lower body injury. So Cole McGuire will step into his place. Now Hare will be on the inbound here. Norwell needs an 18-point comeback in this fourth quarter to keep their season alive. It'll be Lucarelli to push it up with Rodriguez defending. Lucarelli right side to O'Hare. O'Hare back to Lucarelli on a nice cut. Count it. And the foul. That'll be the third foul called against Zayden Gokechia. Only player out there on either side with 3 fouls. Lucarelli will now try to complete the three-point play. And he can. It almost got stuck. Rebound Gokechia. This is Lopes trying to get by Fine. Lopes holding it up as he steps behind the arc again. Rodriguez. With the bounce pass left side to Diaz. Gokechia to the corner. It'll be out of bounds. It'll stay with the Reggies with 11 seconds to shoot. Marian Lopes with a quick inbound over to Cazada. Gokechia to the cutting man, and Lopes with 4 seconds. Lopes got by Adams. Shot's no good, but there's a foul. Let's see if they get it against Adams or Fine. And it's going to be against Adams. First free throw will go in for Lopes. 13 points for him in this Elite Eight. Two for two, back to an 18-point lead. Fine. Looks to leave it for Adams. Lopes closed him out. McGuire up top, Lucarelli. Lucarelli driving in, trying to get by Rodriguez to the rack. No good. McGuire couldn't go up strong enough. Cazada's got the board. Outlet ahead is going to be saved, they said. I thought his foot was out of bounds. Gokechia able to bat it off of a clipper and out of bounds. Rodriguez. Go right side to Lopes. 6:45 to go in the fourth. Lopes will move on fine, and they turn it over. Leonardo comes back into the game for Greater Lawrence Tech. Will replace Amarian Lopes. Here's Adams. Pressured hard again by Leonardo. Adams working his way away from the logo. McGuire tried to set the screen. Lucarelli got hit. The nudge from Rodriguez. Chris Andover comes back into the game for the Reggies. He'll sub out Xavier Rodriguez. O'Hare on the inbound on the far side of us. Lucarelli will receive it. Into the paint, McGuire had it batted away. Lucarelli receives the inbound. Lucarelli at the top of the arc. Go left side, O'Hare a three. Can't bank it in. McGuire the offensive rebound, and they'll reset with O'Hare. O'Hare, nice spin move, falling away. Can't get it off the back rim. Going up high that time, Gokechia. Diaz going to work on O'Hare. Stops in the paint, can't hit. McGuire with two good rebounds into the game here on the fourth. Lucarelli on the take, won't fall. Gokechia starting up the other way, and it's left on the left side as the layup goes for Chris Andover. Timeout, Norwell. 5:29 to go. They trail by 20. We'll be back. All right, we're back here inside Greater Lawrence Technical School in Andover with 5:29 to go in the fourth quarter. Greater Lawrence Tech well on their way to advancing to the Final Four. Woodland on here to dribble it up the court, pressured in the backcourt by Leonardo. Woodland gets the dribble back. Lucarelli, one of the returners here for the Clippers next season. O'Hare's got it. O'Hare, step back inside the arc. That was a two. And McGuire couldn't save it in time. It's out of bounds. We pointed this out in the game we did yesterday. If you're watching on my broadcasting YouTube channel, there's no over the back in high school basketball. It has to be for contact. That's why they allowed that play to continue. Andover, good move on Woodland, and he brings it back out. It's Greater Lawrence Tech School fan base, players, coaches, all ready to celebrate tonight. Gokechia. Emerzino's about to check back in for Norwell. It goes to the corner. Quezada knocks down a deep two, they call it. It's a two-pointer there for Quezada. That one goes out of bounds off of O'Hare. Diaz clapping right in his face. Here comes Brett Emerzino to replace Keegan O'Hare. Andover. Good move on Woodland. Still going to work as he got by him. Diaz. Over left side, Gokechia. Gokechia. Leonardo backing his way in. Quezada wants the shot over McGuire, and he got it. The largest lead of the game, 24 points, under 4 minutes to go. Emerzino right side for Lucarelli. Lucarelli, hop step, and he's got a lane for a layup. He's up to 15 points. Diaz with the nudge, they didn't call it. A between the legs pass. Andover tried to dish it short, and that's off McGuire and out of bounds. Amarian Lopes comes back into the game. Will replace Chris Andover. Goes in the corner, faking the three and taking the three is Diaz, and it rattles in. Albert Diaz, what a game for him. Woodland tripped up. McGuire will go back to Lucarelli. Lucarelli driving in, trying to get by Gokechia. He gets the layup to go, and there's another and one for him. And we have the third and one of the game for Jack Lucarelli. Last foul called against Quezada. Rodriguez will sub out Gokechia. Lucarelli will complete the three-point play. That'll make it 49-27 as we're about to hit 3 minutes, but first a foul is called against Woodland. Fans chanting now to bring Rudy David, the freshman, into the game for the Reggies. They won't get their wish just yet. Diaz. It's grabbed on a bobble by Leonardo. We'll go to Rodriguez. Rodriguez working one-on-one against Adams. Brings it back, stepping back in, got a nudge, partially blocked. And it's going to be saved by Lucarelli. Lucarelli left side, here's Brett Amorzino. Stepping back. Lucarelli wants to set the pick. Amorzino steps into a three. Can't hit. McGuire up strong for an offensive rebound. Amorzino pulls up at the stripe, partially blocked. Good drive in by Lopes. Lopes knocked away by McGuire. It's picked up by Quezada. Out to Diaz. Diaz leaves it short. Floaters in by Lopes. He's got 16 points. Final timeout of the game is called by Norwell. We'll take another one, 2 minutes to go. Back here in Andover with 2 minutes to go before Greater Lawrence Tech is going to celebrate their trip to the Final Four against either Hanover or Medfield. Coach Willis has emptied the bench here. We'll bring on the subs. Stepping into the game, Woodland, who's already been out there. Emmett Gilmartin on for the first time. Jake Gosselin, who's on for the first time. Sam Brecht and Tommy Luco, all on for the first time. This Reggie side still separating themselves from the bench. Here comes the inbound here from Gosselin, who will go right side to Woodland. Gosselin, one of the senior members that will be shouting out at the end of the game. So we always do with our senior members. That's Gilmartin, who can't hit the three. The rebound is grabbed by Rodriguez, and there's another foul down low. Vega's about to come back into the game. The foul is called against Gosselin. 3 team fouls on either side. Comes Juriel Vega to replace Albert Diaz. 15 points, 3 rebounds, and a standing O for him. Leonardo to take it up the court. Woodland will defend. Lopes to Rodriguez, back to Lopes. And here comes the bench emptying for the Reggie side. You'll get it the next whistle. That's Vega, airball the shot. And that'll pave way for a bench emptying ovation. David Tavares, Leonardo, and Lorius into the game. Edwin Rivera stepping on as well. Here's Woodland under a minute and a half to go. We'll see if Norwell can end their season on a high note. Woodland spinning his way, stripped to the ball. It's picked up by Vega. Vega stepping into the arc, and Vega's going to bring it back out. The fans on the left side standing up. Three-pointer in the corner is going to go! And you know what? We were trapped in the corner over here. I couldn't tell who shot it. For the final minute, as the take is not going to go by Gosselin. Vega's third rebound. Vega pushing it up quickly. The bounce pass down low. Floater is short by David. David gets it right back. And he's going to hold it up here. Tavares going left side. That's Vega, the bounce pass. And a foul is going to be called as Edwin Rivera was on the drive. We'll see if it was in the act of shooting. Emmett Gilmartin, the senior forward, called for it. And it is Edwin Rivera that will go to the line. As they say, it was a shooting foul. Rivera can't hit the first. Rivera, the lone junior on this Reggies team, who will have a chance to play in the Final Four. And he gets the basket to go. 1 for 2 for Rivera. 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Tommy Luco pushing it up ahead. Luco will hold it up. Wants to drive in left side, tried to dish it. And a whistle is called, and they're going to motion that it's Clippers ball. On the inbound, it's going to be Sam Bretsch. Faked it to the left side to Woodland, goes to Gosselin. Gosselin a three, can't bank it in. And the rebound is grabbed defensively by Lorius. The basket on the other end counts, and there's a foul. Juriel Vega got it a fall. And the shot clock is off. Miss on the free throw attempt. Vega saves it. And now a tie up, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession is to Greater Lawrence. And now after the inbound, the Reggies can dribble it out unless they want one of these bench guys to get one more shot up. Bentham Lorius to inbound, and he'll go up top. Tavares is going to leave it for Vega, and that's going to do it. 57-27 is the final. Greater Lawrence Tech, the 12 seed, is Final Four bound. They knock out the defending state champions. Handshake line goes on. We'll keep it here for the Final Four trophy and banner presentation. Congratulations to the Greater Lawrence Technical School Reggies. They're 17-7 overall on the season, and they will play either Hanover or Medfield in the Final Four at a neutral site, most likely on Tuesday. The Norwell Clippers side, after winning it all last year in Division III, ends their season 16-7 overall. But great moments, including that Nick Fine buzzer beater against Swampscott to get them here to the Elite Eight. Always a tremendous opportunity playing to earn the chance to try to compete for that banner and trophy. Great pictures going on. A lot of the fans now starting to head for the exits. Got to certainly thank Matt Carpenter for coming up with me to film this one. If you're watching on any of the feeds, because Norwell Spotlight TV, as we mentioned, is in collaboration just a little bit with Harbor Media, we'll have coverage of Hingham Boys Ice Hockey against Pope Francis tomorrow. And there it is off to the left side. The trophy is out, and they are celebrating hard with it. Leading scorer of the game for them, Amarian Lopes with 16 points. Albert Diaz right behind him with 15. Their leading rebounder was Aiden Gokechia with 6 boards. Gazada and Vega had 4 to boot as well. Jack Lucarelli led the way in scoring for Norwell with 18 points.
Nice job, guys. Congratulations.
Charlie Williams with 8 rebounds led the way. Got hurt at the end of the third quarter. And now here comes the presentation of the trophy and banner from Athletic Director,
Very proud of you.
Mr. Nelson.
Final 4, baby. Final 4. So at this time, I'm going to call up our captains, head coach Stevie Martinez, to get the Final 4 trophy. Come on up.
Alvarez, Diaz, Gokechia, the team captains coming over to receive the trophy and banner.
Congratulations, guys.
Third-year head coach Stevie Martinez there as well. Here's a group picture with the Final 4 banner. Great sights to see if you're a Reggies fan here this afternoon. Look at the player celebrating. Look at the backward. He's going to break that rim over there. That's Coach Martinez actually. That's celebrating over there. Congratulations once again to Greater Lawrence Tech for advancing to the Final 4 over the defending state champion Norwell Clippers. That does it for us. I'm Keegan Hamblett signing off from Andover, wishing you the best. We will see you tomorrow for Hingham versus Pope Francis ice hockey. Have a good night, everybody.